In a world where people are using really lame ways in order to heal their panic attacks, you need to be like a fox who is clever and has a very cunning wit. Because everywhere you can see that people are using lame supplements in order to heal their panic attacks. They are using alcohol and smoking weed so that they don't have to fear their emotions. They are scrolling their social media in order to find the next anxiety hack. They are just ignoring their panic attacks, hoping that they will somehow go away. But the only way to heal your panic attack is to be like a fox. A fox is really clever, he is cunning. So be a fox who uses his cleverness and cunning wit in order to connect with the cosmic consciousness. You have a consciousness right now, and your consciousness can be connected with the cosmic consciousness. Cosmic consciousness is the source of every possibilities. Whatever you desire, that information, that possibility is contained within cosmic consciousness. So if you can make connection with that consciousness, which is cosmic, then you can create anything in your physical reality. This is the reason why yogis have been discarding this external physical reality as just a maya, as just a magical lie, as an illusion, because they knew very well that if they could connect with their cosmic consciousness, they can change anything about their physical reality, including their body, because your body is physical. So it is a part of your physical reality. So if you learn how to connect with that cosmic consciousness through your own consciousness, then be sure that you can overcome any sort of problems in your life, including this small panic attack things. They are the easiest way to things to solve, because I have done it. I live in Nepal. I am urban, and at the age of 21, I was suffering from intense anxiety and panic attacks. Still, despite being in Nepal, which is a land of meditators, land of spiritual knowledge and esoteric knowledge, I did not know a single thing about how to heal my panic attacks through this spiritual and esoteric knowledge. But I found a man who the world considered to be a very dangerous man. He had a spiritual commune in Oregon. He was rumored to be involved in bioterrorism. But through his madness, I found a truth that liberated me from my own madness and panic attacks and anxiety. And out of many different things that he taught me about how we can tap into our cosmic consciousness and use our imagination to create anything that we want. Now that led me to the discovery of other Western spiritual teachers like Neville Goddard and Joe Dispenza. So I have studied yoga, tantra, Eastern spirituality, Western spirituality, mystics, and neuroscientists, and come up with my own three-step meditation process in order to tap into your cosmic consciousness. It's actually not your cosmic consciousness, it's everyone's cosmic consciousness. Tap into that cosmic consciousness and create the life of your dreams. So the first thing that you must realize is stop fearing what you might find if you start to look inwards. Most people never start the process of meditation because they are scared if bad things will start to come up in their mind, if they start to look inwards, and they will be just terrified to know their inner self. If you're that type of person, you will never be able to truly accomplish anything in your life, because the first thing that you must have in this life is courage to look inwards. So please, if you are not taking anything away from this video, at least one thing, you must drill it in your head, that a person must require courage in order to truly overcome his mental health issues. So please, at least be courageous in order to look into your own inner self, into your own thoughts, feelings, mental imagery that are present in your mind. So there are three steps, as I've already told you, in order to meditate, in order to connect with that cosmic consciousness and create the life of your dreams. The first step is relaxation. How do you relax? The best way to relax is through yoga nidra. People like Andrew Huberman have been calling this yoga nidra as non-sleep deep rest protocol, but it's just yogic sleep. It's just yoga nidra. When you do yoga nidra, what you're doing is you're rotating your awareness, you're rotating your consciousness all over your body, and you will be able to achieve a state of relaxation. Also, a level of mental alertness as well. So, what happens is when you do yoga nidra properly, your brain will start to create slow and beautiful and coherent alpha waves and theta waves. Alpha waves helps your brain to visualize things easily, and theta waves helps your brain to become very suggestible to your own visualization. So when your brain is producing theta waves, what happens is you accept, you believe, and you surrender to whatever you have visualized as if it is the truth. So do yoga nidra as the first step, which is linked in the description box down below, and you will be able to visualize things that will truly change your life. Now, when you do yoga nidra, you go past all of your ego identity, all of this story that you have built about yourself. You will be able to become a pure consciousness, a part of pure consciousness, which is connected to the cosmic consciousness, which is connected to the divinity. And that is the time to imagine. That is the time to visualize. Now you start to visualize that you're already the person that you desire to be, and you're already doing the things that you want to do. So start to visualize that you're already a calm, happy, relaxed, empowered, joyful version of yourself. Start to visualize in your imaginary scenario. What are the things now that you have become this person, upgraded version of yourself? What are the things that you're going to do in your world? Maybe you're going to talk to people in a very confident manner with your chest out. Maybe you're going to notice that you have a very relaxed breathing rate and pulse rate in the situations that previously used to trigger your panic attacks. Visualize that your breathing rate has slowed down in that situation. Visualize that you're taking your pulse rate and it is just 70, and provide all the sensory vividness to your imaginary act. So the things that you can see after you have become this upgraded version of yourself, things that you can hear, things that you can smell, things that you can taste, things that you can feel, everything. When you provide sensory vividness, you provide a very strong message to your subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is connected to the cosmic consciousness. So whatever imagination you do in this visualization, everything must be visualized that you currently cannot do right now because you're inflicted with mental pain. So right now, if you're waking up in the morning with a bad mental state and heart beating and sweating from your face, visualize that you're waking up in the morning with a big smile on your face, and you're just saying to yourself, wow, I no longer have any flight or fright anxious state of mind. My thoughts are really positive. Visualize that you're saying to yourself these statements as you wake up in the morning. Visualize that as you go to bed at night, you're saying to yourself, wow, I had an amazing day, with a big smile on your face. Visualize that as you meet all of your friends and family are complimenting you on how peaceful and relaxed and very positive you have become lately, and they are asking you the secret of how you have changed so dramatically in such a short amount of time. Visualize that you're saying to your friends and family, guys, you do not have to worry about me anymore. I am completely fine. Visualize that maybe you're dating someone, a very beautiful romantic partner, and you're touching their hair, you're smelling their perfume, you're kissing them, you're hearing them compliment you on how peaceful, on how powerful you are as a human being. If you're avoiding coffee right now because it is an stimulating agent, start to smell the aroma of coffee, start to drink it, start to say to yourself, wow, I finally can do everything that I previously could not do because I had anxiety and panic attacks. Now, if you do all of these things in your imaginary scenario, your brain will start to lose the differentiation between what an imagined act is, which is provided with all the sensory vividness, and an experience that you have in this three-dimensional world. So your brain will start to have neural networks that reflect like whatever you have imagined is actually happening to you in real time. Now, the third step is mental rehearsal. Now, simply start to mentally rehearse all of this visualization scene over and over and over again. With enough mental rehearsal, this neural network become hard, set, and permanent. And these neural network are going to send a rush of chemicals down your body. These chemicals are going to create feelings inside of your body. Feelings which are equivalent to your imaginary scenario. Your imagination signified that you are now completely a different version of yourself who no longer has panic attacks and whose life is wonderful. So you are going to feel the equivalent emotions of gratitude, joy, empowerment, and all of the positive emotions. And the moment you start to feel these elevated emotions, the healing begins, the healing process begins. We have this stupid idea that we need to await our healing or we need to await success from this three-dimensional reality in order to feel thankful, in order to feel joyful. But no, if you're creating your life from this cosmic consciousness, from your wonderful human imagination, the first thing that you must do is embrace the emotions of your imagination. Only then these feelings are going to breathe life into your imagination. Feelings are the secret to this process. Unless you can feel that they have already happened, and feeling like they have already happened means just providing all the sensory vividness to your imagination and start to mentally rehearse them until you start to feel the positive emotions of it. That means you have felt the realness of it. Those feelings are going to breathe life into your imagination. It is that simple. That is what belief in the future means. When you say belief, when you say faith, don't think of these terms as very elusive and something that cannot be conceptualized. If you can feel the feelings of your imagination ahead of the actual experience in this three-dimensional reality, you are a person of faith. You are a person who believes in his future. Just become a person who believes in his future. Just become a person who has fallen in love with his future, and your past personality will just start to fall off. Your past personality whose second nature is anxiety will start to fall off if you simply learn how to feel the emotions of your imagination. So do these three simple steps every day for at least 3 times a day. As soon as you wake up in the morning and before you go to bed at night. These are the 2 windows where your subconscious mind is very suggestible. So you need to do this exercise at least in these 2 hours, in these 2 windows, and whenever free time you get during the day, because you need to get really proficient at holding your attention on the imaginary scenario to derive feelings from it. Because right now your attention span is cooked because of this instant gratification is drugs, alcohol, TikTok shorts, YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, everything is taking attention away from you. And you cannot hold your attention on a particular imaginary scenario long enough to derive feelings from it. So just show up every day and do these 3 simple steps, and you will naturally lengthen your attention span. And one day you'll just heal yourself instantly, because that moment when you can hold your attention and derive feelings from your wonderful imagination, that is the moment where you will change. It's that simple. And the thing that I want to warn you is, do not pay attention to your external negative circumstance, because I've already told you the external negative circumstance is a maya, is a magical lie, is an illusion. Because the world is just a projection from your own subconscious mind, is an extension of your mind. So if your state of mind is bad, you have tragic circumstances. It's not a surprise. So if you start to pay attention to the external circumstance and embrace more negative feelings in your mind will start to become more negative and more tragic circumstances will be attracted towards you. So do not care about the external circumstance. Simply close your eyes, make your inner experience of thoughts, feelings, mental imagery real by following these three simple steps, and you will be able to upgrade your state of mind. And when your state of mind upgrades through the power of cosmic consciousness, everything in your personality will upgrade, including your body's health, including the destruction, elimination of panic attacks. So, I have made a ton of different videos on how to completely overcome your panic attacks, but if you still feel like you cannot do it alone, then message me on my Gmail or my WhatsApp, my Telegram, my Viber, which are all linked in the description box down below. Remember, sky is the limit once you truly know how to imagine correctly, feel the emotions of your desired imagination correctly. And before doing all of these things, of course, you have to be able to tap into that cosmic consciousness through Yoga Nidra. So, if you have anyone in your life who is currently suffering from panic attacks, send them this video and save their life. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.